The long one on y'all this time.
You know what it is. Mhm.
Cooking cheese eggs too.
My boy Germ on the track.
Germ,
Carter
Cardo.
on the beat.
Turn me up, Will.
Yeah. What's going on, ladies and
Oh man.
gentlemen? We just here listening to some Wiz instrumentals. They're not really done, but it's not really Wiz instrumental. It's just that's just what it sounds like.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
so we are here for another beautiful Saturday. It's already nighttime here. Is it nighttime there
Oh
already?
my gosh. Yeah, it is.
That's so crazy. I feel like it just started doing that. Like we running into nighttime way sooner. I feel like than we have in the past. Like it's crazy to me. Like it should still be daylight out. It's 9:25. Um, like it should be getting there. It should be getting there, but it don't feel like it needs to be dark already. You know what I mean?
Nah, for us down here, it's always been like 8:30. Start getting that misty look, like it's about
Mm-hmm.
to go dark. But yeah, no, it's normal for us, I guess. But that also too, man, you got to think about it. We're in the middle of the year, we're towards the end of the summer.
Right, right, right.
Fall is next month.
Yeah, that is crazy to think about. Fall is next month, man. Next month is September. That's wild. We are 9 months in. It just time just seems like it goes faster and faster for these years. I don't know if it's because we older now or what, but it just I don't know. I don't know. I would definitely say even in my 20s, I feel like time wasn't really going as fast as how it is now. You know.
Hey, real quick, I gotta point this out because D23 happened today or yesterday or this weekend, right?
Hmm.
And they did a what if season 3, right?
Really?
And I think you want to check out some of these rumors and or screenshots. I think Captain America, Sam Wilson.
Hmm.
I think he didn't jumped into a Gundam.
What?
Yeah, yeah, he didn't jumped into a Gundam. And
Let's see.
Monica Rambeau got her own little like sweet looking mech as well. Like this is yeah.
What? Nah, you not lying. What?
Yeah, yeah.
What is going on here? That's a
Yeah.
whole. That's like not even a. That's like a whole real Gundam though.
That's a real Gundam. Exactly. That ain't even no fake mech. No, that's a Captain America Gundam.
Yeah. What's going on? Okay. Y'all trying to get me to watch? Okay, I'm intrigued. I'm trying to figure out what y'all talking about.
Yeah, yeah. There's some other
Wow.
stuff we're gonna talk about on the Vitoverse. Of course, they got a whole bunch. They splatted out, but yeah, that I just had to I had to tell you on that one.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, check out the Vitaverse. We're gonna watch that and then we're gonna talk about it.
Yeah,
Next Friday. Next Friday
next
at
Friday.
9 o'clock.
Yeah,
Vitoverse. So definitely come on through so we can talk. Make sure y'all watch it too. So we can talk about that.
yeah.
What's up, Brand Smith? Moderators, Brand Smith, Dark Void, appreciate y'all as usual coming through every day. RJ, appreciate you coming through, man. Exodia, I don't know. He hasn't showed up like the last two times.
Who?
Risky.
Mm.
I want to
He
say the
probably
last two times.
he probably
But
found a new family.
yeah, I don't even think I've really seen him on Twitter like that either. Um,
Where
Jay
did he ever
Jay
say where
usually
he's at?
I don't know. Jay usually like will at me on whatever conversation they talking about, but Yeah, I haven't seen Risky. We is somebody get a hold of him. Tell him, we worried about him. Make sure he's okay. Make
Exactly.
sure that life is going all right. Um, you know, some harsh things happened. The last time, he got bullied. Um, but just let him know, we think about him. We trying to make sure that he's okay.
Hmm. Hmm.
Um, yeah. Oh, there he is. I don't even think. Nah, I know I don't directly follow him. I know he follows. I know he follows me, but it doesn't really look like he said much or he's been saying much. The last time, oh well, yeah, I guess he did. August 9th. Yeah, we
Ooh-wee.
can't message him, but yeah. Yo, what's up, Sam? Appreciate you coming through, bro. This is Sam. Oh man, I work with him, man. He's a great guy, amazing guy. Yes, an amazing guy.
That's a
Really,
dope.
really, really
That's
appreciate you.
that's a dope little name right there. Sam,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
Shaquille. Sam.
yeah. Thank you so much for coming through. You actually came like right at the beginning of our stuff because we are actually talking icebreakers. Um, huh. My
Yo,
son
listen,
must have just got home.
we got a lot to talk about on the Vitaverse.
There's a lot going on for D23.
Oh, this is going on.
Okay.
Oh, my goodness. Shoot. Uh. Yeah, no, we got a stacked episode on the Vitaverse. This is insane. This is what in the world? Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Disney trying to get back in their bag.
Okay.
They trying to get back in their bag, man. They trying to dig in their paws and then pull out a rabbit out their hat because huh, they been missing
Okay.
lately.
So, real quick, we doing icebreakers. Usually, I do what have you been playing lately, but I got a little something that's kind of tied to the conversation that we're about to have today, which is what games and or genres do you feel like we kind of need to pull back a little bit from? Like we're getting too much. There's too much of
Too
that.
much of it.
Chill out. We get way too much
Uh,
of that.
Let me start off first. Let me say the online PvPs. You know what I'm saying? That it's too
Okay.
many of them. Too many of them.
Okay.
Or the arena, not the PvPs, but the like the
The
yeah,
arena fighters.
the arena fighter PvPs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah,
Those we
yeah.
getting way too many of those. They're trying to package it as something different, but it's like, nah, it's the same as this and that, So we have way too many of those. It kind of makes me a little scared though, as far as Hogwarts or the Quidditch.
Yeah,
You
the
know what I'm
Quidditch
saying?
joint.
Yeah, because that almost seemed as if it was I don't know if you would call that arena PvP, but it kind of felt like it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, cause yeah, it like plays it just in a different way,
Different way,
right?
yeah. It's kind of weird to really explain it, but yeah, I would want them to kind of at least hold back a little bit on that, like have that be an option. Because the only thing it is online.
Right.
Have that be an option, but you know what I'm saying. Like some people want to, you know what I'm saying, just play by themselves without having to have a whole crew with them and people they
Mm-hmm.
don't know and have to meet new people and stuff like that. They probably want to just, you know what I'm saying, like especially Quidditch. Like I want to get nice real nice before I, you know what I'm saying, really go online and stuff. You know what I mean? Just like the NCAA joint. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to get nice first before I go online with it.
I feel that. I'm trying to adjust your mic for you. See if Samo can hear you a little bit better. Um,
Now my mic is actually just being stupid. Can you
um,
hear me now? Talk
yeah,
about
I
this.
can hear you. Like
Talk
you
about
loud,
this.
loud.
Talk. Yeah. Sorry about this. I know you can hear me. It's probably loud as heck, but yeah. Plus, I have a natural like low voice, so yeah, I I need to get a better mic or something.
um, nah, I feel you with the loot. You know what's so crazy? Or not looter shooters. That's what Exodia said looter shooters.
Yeah.
But you know what's crazy about the arena joints? I feel like I don't know. I kind of feel like everybody came too late to the party. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, yeah.
what really blew up to make everybody want to do a looter shooter? Because at this point, Fortnite has been out. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Um, like nobody really does Minecraft or anything like that. Overwatch has been out. Like
Mhm. Yeah.
that's kind of old. What up, J Biggs? Appreciate you coming through. So it's like what happened? What happened where everybody was like, we had to come out with a looter or arena PvP joint? Like
Yeah,
who
because all
popped
that
up?
stuff, like those games start coming out way before COVID, so they can't say it's COVID. You know what I'm saying? Like the COVID
Right,
situation. So like,
right.
what made you? I don't know. That's weird. Because Rocket League kind of came out.
Yep, Rocket League was already out at that point. Um, who like everybody who was already trying to establish themselves in that market was already doing something. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? So like even if you want to kind of technically like talk about Halo kind of in that sense, Halo was already out too, you know?
Yeah. Mhm.
So I don't remember anybody like blowing up and then everybody like trying to like go and follow that crowd. It just kind of like happened. You know what
It
I'm
was all
saying?
like the same time. Like they all kind of came out same time. They had the same traction as at the same time. Like just
Right, right.
I don't know. That is very, very weird. I don't know how that really happened. I know Rocket League though, I do say that Rocket League, it was fun sitting up here playing Rocket League on Switch, and you
Mm-hmm.
kind of get portable with that thing and
Yeah.
you play Rocket League like
And
wherever you
you
go.
playing wherever you go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's
Is it cross platform or is it
yep,
yeah.
it's cross platform. What about you guys in the chat? I know Exodia said looter shooters, which is crazy because I kind of feel the same way for that too. Um, where you know some of those games where you go around, you know, you kill a bunch of stuff, you know get the loot, whatever, and you take them back, sell them, go back out. You know what I'm saying? That kind of same premise. Which is almost kind of like how RPG games kind of just play now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
those kind of play the same too as well. Like
it's Diablo plays exactly like that. You go out,
yeah.
random drops, get what you get, take it back, sell it, go
Is
back
Gears kind of
out.
like that now too? Like when I played five, I can't remember. I know it was a short story, but it was like, was there? I never went online with it, so I was like,
Hmm.
is Gears kind of like
I
that?
I never went online either. Um, so yeah, I mean, as far as that goes, I don't know exactly.
Call of Duty definitely.
Yeah,
Uh,
COD definitely. Oh yeah, no, okay, so that's a perfect example. What's the free one? Um, Warzone. Warzone plays like that.
okay, yeah, yeah,
Um, yeah, I I'll pass on that. Um,
you know what else? I kind of want to just kind of like change up, or it needs to stop, take a break, or whatever. Um, is the sports games because it seems as if once one sport game is like on top of everything, pause. It's basically a like it's that representation of that sport, right? And it brings us the same controls every year. Case in
yeah,
point, case in point, 2K. But before
yeah.
then, it was live. Um, Matt every year, same stuff. I hate to say, and I know a lot of people sit up here and like, oh no, you hating there. There's some differences, and that is and third. But ultimately, if I can pick up the controls and I have not played in X amount of years a football
Mm-hmm.
game at all, and I pick
Mm-hmm.
up college football and I'm back what I'm saying, back to where I was when I left off. That was a couple years ago. That means your stuff still plays the same. It plays similarly. Well, I mean,
Mm-hmm.
there's only so much you can do with that type of stuff, but it still is like how frequent it comes out, how frequent that game style is. It's like at one point 2K was actually making new different they had different things added on to their game each year. So 2010, that was the one with Kobe Bryant on that joint, right? So that one itself, that actually started. I think it was no. It was 2K9 that kind of changed how 2K was starting to do stuff. Then 2K10 it just expanded on that. 2K11 you came with the Michael Jordan joint where you followed him all the way through his like career type stuff. Then 12 came when you had the different um genres and stuff like that, or teams like Kareem and Magic and Bird. You had the different eras, I guess, or whatever you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? But um, they stopped doing it. You know what I mean? Of course, they added the WNBA. They are still adding new stuff, but it's still like now, like from 2K, let's say 20, yeah, 2K20 to 2K24. It's still the same mechanics, still the same thing. You go to the 2K park and all that, my player joint, like it's the same stuff over and over. And I'm like, I want a different change of pace. I want like change it up, bring like an NBA street type stuff back into to the rotation. You know what I'm saying? Yo, you are muted, bro. I can't hear you. The mic
Can
is
you hear
gone,
me?
bro.
Can you hear me now?
There we go.
Okay. It's so weird. Like I didn't even do anything. Um.
So you
So.
was, you was like, what?
um, Samo said, yeah, 2K or Madden, you only get like 3 new features and new rosters on those. Yeah, which is crazy because then they still
Yeah,
charge you
a arm and a
$70.
leg, and it takes up
Yeah,
half of your memory on your
yeah.
OS. That thing is crazy.
It's so and what's even more wild about that is like it's not soon after that game comes out that the last year game like they pull all the like features from it. Like, oh, you want to go online still? Nope, that's not a thing. You can't play online no more. You're gonna have to move to your new character. Like,
Yeah,
oh, you want to play this? Oh, no, 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 no. You can't play that. And it's almost like it's like when you jump into there, it showed the latest year. Like, oh, come buy this game. You like, huh?
yeah, yeah. Nah,
um,
they definitely need to change something up with that. I mean, I know there's only so much you can do, but still, you
right.
know what I'm saying? Like even FIFA, like or uh FC, that's starting to get like repetitive. It's like, dang, dude, like it's the same. It's the last year's game. All thing I gotta do is do a go to the upload roster and just move that
Mm-hmm.
over. That's it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But they gotta find a way to make a buck. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
true.
And it's
Yeah,
not going over more than a year. Like we need
we're
that
gonna
every
put
year.
the WNBA stars on the front of it now.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm?
Right.
You think that's gonna sell still? All right, cool.
Okay.
See how far that go. I,
um.
I know that Candace Parker one did that. That sold a whole bunch.
Well,
I
yeah,
think
because it's
that was
Canada.
like was it
Was that
2020?
her retiring year?
No, retiring year was this last year.
Oh,
Or this year. No, last year. Last year. She retired
okay.
in the middle of like about the, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like before the season started, she retired.
Oh, right.
But she was injured for a long time, so it kind of seemed like she was out, but she
Oh,
officially retired.
right, right. She probably had one of those Kobe moments, like when do you know it's time to retire moment. You know what I mean?
Man, she knew when her dang going like her knee gave. She always had knee problems. Actually, matter of
Mm-hmm.
fact, there's a documentary on her, and it just goes through her whole like trials and tribulations and stuff. She's a fighter. She's definitely a fighter.
Right. Jay said JRPs, hero shooters and whatever Animal Crossing. I kind of feel that. Or like the Animal Crossing like knockoffs, you know.
Mm.
He said, oh, genre. Oh, yeah. And then he put farming simulators. Man, these kids are gonna drive me crazy. What?
Can I use your phone for a second?
What do you need?
I was going to call my mom
For?
to tell her and ask her if I need to sleep over on Sunday.
You can just ask her when you get dropped off. Hi. Yeah. So farming games, I definitely feel that because I feel like that's what we've been watching, especially on a lot of the directs for like the last I don't know 2 or 3 directs is like massive amount of farming simulators, and they disguise themselves on other things. You know, like the one where I was like, oh, that looks like it could be a real dope anime, and it's a farming simulator.
What's the Pokemon one? The little pocket joints, the little they call it.
You talking about on the phone?
Oh no, Pill the dang it. Pal World. Pal
World. Yeah.
That's low key a farmer game.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Hero shooters, and I want the devs to make Triple Z Star Rail against the Impact. Okay, so we're gonna talk about that in a minute, RJ. Like that's gonna be part of the main conversation. Let me go up here, and then I'm gonna go down to Sammo's because it looks like y'all both talking about the same thing. NCAA 25 is actually fire. I've been enjoying the heck out of it, and I'm sure that Vito has too. He has some tips. If you haven't checked the last NCAA 25, if you haven't checked the last video, make sure you check that out because he threw out some precious hits. So it's a college further game is how the new Madden should change up into. Let me spend 30 a year on the new Madden update games. Getting it, yeah, that's wild. Yeah. Let me go up. In the current 2K wrestling games, I want wrestling games to go back to how they were in the Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Every console had their own custom built game that doesn't feel like you were getting nickel and dime. Absolutely that. I definitely feel that. These cat games are starting to get on. Yeah, the cat games are getting kind of wild too. I feel that.
Yeah, cat games.
Yeah, like the different cat, like was like the cat game that came out or that's coming out for the Switch, but it was out for the PS4. Then you got the joint that Jay was talking about. He got, I think it's like Cat World or something like that too. Stray, thank you. Yes, like Stray, thank you. Absolutely. What's good? 2020. Yo, appreciate you coming through because you're on the Twitch side, so I'll get to see that. But thank you for coming through. I want to start a record label, and I want all my rappers wearing dresses and painted nails. Yes, thank you guys. Stray, yes. So yeah, that's definitely a big one for me. Vito already said Call of Duty. I don't want it to stop. I just want them to kind of chill back on that. Yeah, chill off of that.
Yeah, like take a step back, like Assassin's Creed tried to do for a minute.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, instead of like every year, do it like every 2 years.
2 years, yeah, and then just come up with some updates or DLC in between. You know what I'm saying? Like that'll be straight. I feel like last generation we were heavy on the first person shooters.
Which technically, no. You think about it, Call of Duty, if I'm not mistaken, no, they do run a 2-year thing now, in a sense. It's just the fact that they have other games.
Yeah, it's because of Warzone or whatever always comes out with a new season. That's why we still hear it so much, is because that new season keeps dropping.
Yeah.
But I feel like last generation, especially, we were real heavy on the first person shooters, like crazy. But then it seems to be this generation, like legit ninth generation. Everybody's been wanting to make like an open world game. And don't get me wrong, I love my open world games because I love discovering and traveling and stuff like that. But like everybody has one, and I don't know where everybody felt the need that they needed one. You know what I'm saying? Like Zelda, that's kind of its thing. You know what I'm saying? Mario, we haven't had one since 64 and Sunshine. You know what I'm saying? So I'll let those slide because those both kind of already had established themselves
So I'm
as
gonna tell you the
those.
games that need open world. So you said Zelda,
Zelda,
maybe Mario, definitely
maybe
Pokemon,
Mario, Pokemon, yes,
definitely Pokemon. Sonic, that needs an open
Sonic,
world,
yeah.
even though
It
that
needs to
game is
be
kind of
changed.
weird.
Yeah, it needs some fixing, but
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Let's see. Assassin's Creed, maybe not.
hmm
It proves to be a better game when things are more close quarters, but still kind of open world.
Like
Uh,
open city, I would say
yeah,
like
open city. There we go.
open
Yeah, yeah,
city. Yeah,
yeah. Uh, let's see. Immortals. There's the joint that Ubisoft came out with.
Ubisoft make. Yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah,
Something with Felix or something like that.
yeah.
That
Felix Rising.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That was definitely like, okay, yeah, now that need to be open world. God of War does not need to necessarily be a open world, but it is kind of open a little more than what it used to be. You know what I'm saying? It used to be that the camera directs you to where you need to go. Even though it don't
Right,
show it, like it ain't pointing like go that way, go that way. It directs you to where it needs to go. And it still do that, but it still kind of feel like it was open. Like you can go wherever you wanted to go. You know what I'm saying? And do the story the way you wanted to do it. You know what I mean?
right.
Um, who else? Who else should? But who shouldn't have a dang open world? Let me see. I don't know.
I think Elden Ring
I
worked
don't.
out for open world.
Yeah, yeah.
It sounds like that worked out for open world.
I don't
Um,
like a lot. I feel like a lot of Souls games shouldn't be open world.
yeah, so I think if they were going to have an open world, I think it should stick to Elden Ring
Elden Ring
specifically.
type stuff. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm thinking who shouldn't have as much as I would.
The Dragon Age is that an open world? Oh dang. We'll be back after these messages.
My kids are gonna drive me insane. Like podcast time is like, don't talk to me. Like, leave me legitimately alone.
Oh,
And both
they
of
want some
them,
shine. They want some
like,
shine.
they both are coming back and forth in here, and I'm about to go off on them. Like, it's it's getting to be too much. Um, dang, I was gonna say,
Dang, what was we saying?
the open world games. Um, uh, so like one of the games I played was Inotria, the puppet one of that was supposed to be uh like a Souls puppet game. Remember when we see in the trailer he was like fighting a jack or something like that, and he kept like changing his like
Oh
face,
yeah, yeah,
like
the new joint, right?
yeah, 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 yeah.
Okay.
Doesn't need to be open world. Does not need to be open world. You can have set paths and stuff like that.
Honestly, Wukong shouldn't be open world either.
Wukong shouldn't be open world.
Black
Yeah.
Myth shouldn't be open world.
Was Sandland open world? I know they gave us that like
Yes, it
area.
was. It was very open world. Uh, but I really didn't play past like that. I know it was a very open world though. There's a reason why I stopped playing it, but yeah, I think that is. Um, should it be open
Oh,
world though?
Liza P. That's what. Yeah, yeah, yeah. They said Liza P. Yeah, Liza P. Was Liza
Liza
P
P
open world?
was open, but they were thinking that when you were talking about the mask changing,
Mm-hmm.
that's what they were thinking that you were talking about. It's the video
Oh,
game
okay.
guys. Like
Yeah,
they
yeah,
were
yeah.
thinking
It's
Liza because you said the dial and stuff like that. But no,
yeah,
it's not Liza P that he was talking about. But definitely Liza P is an open world Souls type of game. I saw no
yeah. Yeah,
it was.
it's yeah. Liza P is good, but the game I was talking about, it was all right. It's another Souls game.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. So I mean, but like, I just feel like everybody's trying to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like they try and do it for first person shooters. They try and do it for third person shooters. They try and do it for action games, fighting games. Just like it's just getting to
Do,
be
do
too much.
do you feel Far Cry should be open world the way it is?
Well, see, okay, so Far Cry has always been like an open world S game, so I don't mind it. However, I do feel like they are getting a little too big. You know what I mean? Like the world either not necessarily as repetitive. It's just, you know what I'm saying? Like it's the same. It's the samey. He said
And you
next
know what's
second is gonna be
crazy?
a
And
man.
I was joking about that one time too. I was like, yeah, man, we need an open world Tekken game. That would be crazy. That
Man,
would be crazy.
I think that
Because
that would,
it kind of hints that it wants to do it, and you
yeah,
kind of see them kind of like mess around with certain things,
because they out in
like
the street on one of the
yeah.
level.
And
Yeah.
then remember they had that Nina game that was
Mm-hmm.
like I haven't played it, but that was supposed to be open world esque
Mm-hmm.
type. You know what I mean? So you can see they want to do it, but they're like, I don't know. I don't know if they'll sit up here and say we messed this up.
He
But you know
said
what? Actually, huh?
he said if they could make it like Streets of Fury, then maybe. Yeah, but then that changes
Yeah.
like the whole genre of the game too. Because like then it becomes less of a fighter and more of an beat 'em up.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna let you take care of this. Give me like 5 minutes because I'm about to like go off on both of these kids. Give me like three.
All right. All right. Hey. Yo, did he pause? No, dog. No. Yo, welcome to the Sandstorm Show. Like, we definitely have fun over here. We definitely have fun over here.
This is one of
And
those situations where it just gets wild. Okay. Yeah. Let me. Go ahead. Go ahead.
yeah.
Oh,
Go.
yeah. You can hear him. Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear him. I can definitely hear him. All right, sorry guys for the delay right now. You know what I'm saying? We are now into the segment called I don't know what the heck is going on, so I'm just gonna ramble. But yeah, definitely stay tuned next week for the Vitoverse. Uh we will be talking about this D3 or D23 expo that just happened. They have so much stuff. I'm over here. I don't know if y'all see me periodically talk about yeah, nah, I'm shocked. I'm shocked. It's not no trailers or nothing, but it's the stuff that they have. Oh my gosh, this is about to be crazy. This is about to be insane. So yes, yeah, stay tuned until next week. Oh, and matter of fact, before next week, definitely check out my channel. You know what I'm saying? I just upload. Wow, I just uploaded a video last night or whatever like that. Check that out if you get a chance. Please check that out if y'all get a chance. I just uploaded episode 69 of the Vitoverse. So I'm trying some new stuff or whatever. What expo was it? Oh, it was D23. They have this Disney expo like every year around this time, like right at the end of well, yeah. Beginning of August, at the end of July, sometimes or whatever. It varies, but yeah, it showcases all the little Disney properties and stuff like that. So you get a chance, just type in D23 and it should pop up all the stuff, man. They should have people discussing what they saw. It shouldn't have all the trailers, but it should have like what they saw, whatever.
Okay.
And,
I'm back. What I missed?
oh no, I was just talking about check out the Vitoverse and stuff and
Oh, okay.
what's
Yeah.
going on with the D23
Oh,
expo.
okay. Okay.
Because I know for a fact I'm up here making like faces every time like I see something. So I'm just explaining myself. You know what I'm saying? This is what I'm doing.
Oh, okay.
Looking at some of this stuff.
You know what? Side note, yo, I really apologize, Sam, because first things first, I did not give you the proper introduction, and what's up. So, for everybody who is in the comment section, really appreciate you. Give my boy Sam a what's up. Matter of fact, give him a what's up and a clap. Give him a clap. Yeah, what's up?
Yeah. Go ahead and put him put up some emojis in there. What kind of emojis you want to put in there?
Yeah. What emoji should we? Thumbs up emoji.
Yeah, just for right now. Just for right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Thumbs up. You know.
Yeah. Give my guy a thumbs up. Appreciate you. Appreciate
with a flame on the back of it.
With the flame. Okay.
With one flame in the back.
With the one flame. Yeah. Give him the thumbs up with the flame. Yeah.
So
I put flame and fire. There we go.
So Jamie Lee Curtis is playing she's playing a character that's supposed to look a lot younger.
Mm-hmm.
Is that's what I'm seeing right now?
For
Borderlands.
Oh.
So they're saying a lot of that as far as like the character choices has a lot to do with that low score. But it was like, all right, so it said it kept going down, basically.
Mm-hmm.
That little Rotten Tomatoes score, it kept going down. So it was at like 7. Then it kept going down to 6.
That's so embarrassing, man.
That is crazy.
That is so embarrassing, man.
Oh man. Yeah.
Like, how do you?
About that.
Yeah. And you know it's crazy because I was already kind of skeptical. I think we both were, weren't we?
I already said hey, check out my episode yesterday. I said we was all skeptical about video games being turned into movies and live action movies and how that's
it's certain ones that you like that are kind of more like, like, okay, this may work. Yeah. Borderlands was always like, and then you got Kevin Hart in there, which, okay, I know he's supposed to be the funny guy, but like,
it ain't supposed to be that funny,
right?
It's supposed to be having the Kevin Hart humor. There's a humor of Borderlands,
right? Yeah. So yeah, that's really unfortunate because I think that's like one of his most recent bombs, like for a movie.
He's been scraping in a couple of them because I don't think that Die Hard on
it didn't do that well. Yeah.
So he's been catching them a little here and there. I think he need to team up with Will.
Yeah,
with Will, then I think that will save.
Get somebody else with you. Yeah.
Get some Will Smith in there. Maybe some of the Wayans. They can't miss. They can't miss. Even when they miss, they don't miss.
Right. So that's our icebreaker. So moving into our part of our discussion one, which isn't necessarily our main discussion, but the silence has kind of been a little bit crazy as far as the big three. Everybody's still kind of waiting in anticipation for the Switch 2 release and to talk about the Switch 2 and stuff like that. Even up to the point where I don't want to say it's necessarily fake news, but like everybody's been just kind of like drumming up, kind of keeping the hype momentum of like Switch 2 is still coming. And I know we've talked about it a few times. So we're actually going to watch this Doc Trey, this little sample, because he said he had he talked about the original Switch 2 release timing leaked. Tonight is the last day that sunset will be at 8. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate you telling me that because I know I was talking about it earlier. But yeah, we're gonna check out this Doc Trey and listen to what he's talking about as far as that. And yeah, give kind of our comments, our thoughts on what he's saying. It's a little 3-minute video. I don't get paid to do this. Vito don't get paid to do this, so I don't care about throwing somebody else's video on here to talk about his video live.
Dude, bro. Talk.
Except for that part, we ain't gonna let him get the whole thing.
No launch period. Maybe. So, as we know, the Switch 2 was originally supposed to launch this year, and it's obvious now that that's not the case, and it will launch next year. But before those leaks came out, a very popular month that people believed that the Switch 2 would come out, and I was among those, was September of this year. And EA announced some time ago that Star Wars Jedi Survivor will be coming to the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4. And a lot of people immediately thought that means that this game was also going to come to the Switch 2, because why would they go out of their way to port these games to those old systems this far along after all this time if they weren't also porting it to the Switch 2? Well, today, EA announced that Star Wars Jedi Survivor is coming to the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4 this September 17th. And with the Switch 2 originally rumored to be launching in September, and with people pretty much assuming that Jedi Survivor was going to be one of those launch titles based on the Xbox One and PlayStation 4 getting super late ports of this game, the fact that this game is now coming out in September for those systems could hint at maybe this was the original launch period for the Switch 2 in the first place, and EA decided not to delay the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One versions. And with this date, it was September 17th, which is a Tuesday, which I don't think Nintendo would have launched the Switch 2 on a Tuesday, but I could see them maybe have thought about launching it on September 20th, which would be on a Friday. So maybe that was the original launch week for the Nintendo Switch 2. Wouldn't make a lot of sense. I also wouldn't be surprised if the next Nintendo Direct and or the Switch 2 reveal just happens to line up in this same week. But let me know what you guys think in the comments section. Am I reading too much into this, or you think maybe this is the case? Let me know in the comments.
So, what you think? Well, I guess I'll speak first on it. To be honest with you, I feel like you trying to reach for something. You know what I'm saying? Pause. I think that's nah. Listen, so I think we talked about this. We talked about the Switch. We was even talking about it last year, right? Because a lot of people were saying
about it like 3 years ago. Okay, we talked about that.
Man, yeah, we've been talking about it for a while.
It feels like since like 2021 or something like that.
Yeah, ever since COVID, I want to say, because that was the whole like Switch Pro conversation, and then we were like, nah.
Oh yeah.
Switch 2 is going, and then when we came out of COVID, it was like, oh, Switch 2 is going to be, and that was like 2020. Okay, so 2023, we had this conversation, and I was part of the team back in 2023. Early 2023, I said that the Switch was coming in 2024. Switch 2 was coming in 2024, and that we would get, if we don't hear anything by October of 2023, it was coming out in 2025. and everyone's, oh no, it's gonna come out, holiday of 2024. And I'm like, my logic was, and it still is, and it always will be, is that if something works, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And the Switch came out, the Switch was talked about and shown off in October of 2016. They showed it off again in a full depth look in February 2017, and then it came out in March 2017. Greatest console sold so far, coming or about to be greatest console sold period for Nintendo, and maybe of all time. Why would you not double back on that? Like, why would you not do the same moves that you just did if you already found success? Dropping a console out in November in the holiday time, where your competitors can just drop their prices at the same time, especially since their systems are already out and have been out now. Like, that's you adding to chances of people not putting hands on your console. You know what I'm saying? Especially with all the other stuff going around and it just doesn't make sense to me. So I've been saying, ever since last year, I said it was going to move to 2025, and then we got it's just too much stuff. They couldn't get it right. Blah blah blah. They've been a little short on parts. So they're moving it to 2025. Now we get this piece that the doc is saying is that the original date for this was 2024. I really want to say, ever since, even in COVID times, they were like, I'll tell you specifically when Animal Crossing came out in 2022. Animal Crossing during COVID, midst of COVID, and people not wanting to go anywhere and not wanting to really buy stuff like that, is the second greatest sold software on the system at like 58 million or something like that. Like, it broke records coming out during the COVID time at the perfect time. When they saw that, I guarantee you they were like, you know what? Let's hold off as long as we possibly can until these numbers really start slowing up. That's when I think they were like, nah, not it. Yeah.
So when we had to talk about the Switch Pro, right?
Mm-hmm.
Essentially, is that being substituted by the Switch 2 talk? Like whatever we thought the Switch Pro was? Because as I think of it, and we were talking Switch Pro, we were this and the third, right? I have never known Nintendo to make a pro version of anything.
Not ever. Never.
So I guess our talks of Pro should be substituted for Switch 2. And then, of course, COVID happens. And that pushes back a lot of people's stuff. And plus, on top of that, guess who drops during COVID? Xbox and PlayStation.
Mm-hmm.
They dropped
in the midst of COVID.
In the midst of it. So, you know what I'm saying? It's like Nintendo look back and like, oh, hold on. Yep, no, they having some. Let them catch up real quick. You know what I'm saying? Let me see what they about to do real quick. Let me see what this does before I handle my business real quick.
Right.
Let me hold back. Matter of fact, that's like I don't even know what can be a good comparison to this, but it's definitely a game plan of chess. Like, let me see what's going on, and then as that's going on, it's like, Animal Crossing, okay, yeah, no, that sold some more units right there, okay,
right.
Zelda, oh snap, you know that sold some more units, oh snap, this Pokemon, even though it sucked, it still sold some more units because of the system look hard, you know?
Right.
So
I think, because like we've heard, we've talked about it in the Winging podcast, is that,
hey, I'm sorry, Pokemon didn't suck, the graphics sucked. There we go. I didn't want to I ain't want to put no bad energy out.
They talked about Switch Pro ever since the Switch came out. You know what I'm saying? Like we need a more beefier, meatier Pro version of the Switch for extra grunt, blah 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 blah. So it's been out. That conversation has been out for forever.
Yeah.
I think I even did a whole video about why it wasn't going to happen. Dang, I want to say even before we kind of started doing stuff with winging it, it's been that long. Like, dang, I'm actually like going through. Like, I know I did this video of why Switch Pro wasn't gonna happen. Let's see, struggling. No Switch Pro coming. Oh yeah, I was right. Yeah,
Switch Pro did come out. It just wasn't what y'all thought it was.
right. It came out in the OLED sense. So I did. Yeah. So I did one 5 years ago about Switch Pro not coming. And it was a response to Spawncast because he had one like, oh, Switch Pro is coming. And I gave out reasons as to why. But so now we're in that Switch 2 era, and we're all kind of waiting. And so I'm gonna say this again. Like I said last year. If we don't get anything talked about by October, and I'm not saying the beginning of October, in that month, if we don't get nothing talked about by the end of that month, Switch Pro is coming in 2026. That's all I got to say. That's all I got to say. 2026.
Hey, you know what I say? So my predictions is 2025.
That's what I want. I'm thinking 2025.
I'm thinking fall time. They ain't gonna do the spring joint. They're gonna hit you with a fall time. They're gonna hit you with a holiday situation where you gotta make a choice with whether you gonna eat that you gonna eat or you gonna get this new Nintendo. You know what I'm saying?
Do you want to play games or do you want food in your mouth? What you want? You want food in your mouth?
They're gonna do something critical. They're gonna make it seem like it's COVID again, like dang on it. Or they're gonna hit us around the time that the economy fails.
Right.
And drop it. Like
drop it.
Oh, come on, no.
You gonna pre-order or nah? Affirm, you can get yours now with Affirm. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I have a way, Jay Biggs. And I know you mad because I know you said 2024. I know you were adamant about 2024. And I'm sorry. I am sorry. I'm just, before I was Deacon Sandstorm, I was Sage, all right, and I was making these calls, okay? That title is like the thing on the black belt, you know what I'm saying? That's mark 1, you know what I'm saying? That's my first mark. You know what I'm saying? That's just the Boy Scout badge on my shoulder, you know what I'm saying? So, I apologize. That's what that is. So, but I am adamant about it being 2025. I will tell you that is I think that is definitely going to be 2025. And we expect to see something by October. I will even say this. I'll give you an exact date. And if I'm exact on a date, boy, y'all can't mess with me. Put me up there. You know what I'm saying? To be like, yo, my boy Sandstorm, he didn't have the exact date. I'm gonna tell you the date right now. Last time back in 2016. Let me take it back here. 20, that's 23, 2020, 2016. It was on the 14th. It was on a Friday, the 14th. All right. So this year, 2024.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be on the 11th. I'm gonna say it's gonna be October 11th. That's the second week in October, on a Friday. October 11th. You heard it here first. All right. I'm gonna make that prediction. October 11th. You heard it here first. I'm pretty sure it was on a Friday. If it was on a Thursday, and then it's going to be October 10th. But 10th or 11th. You heard it here first. So our last topic, which is our biggest topic, this is the one that I really want everybody to kind of jump in on, and ideas. So the icebreaker, we talked about games or genres that we kind of wanted to be like pushed back. Like, y'all need to chill on that. Generation 10, I would like to talk about some of the genres that do need to come back. Either come back or be a little more prominent, show up a little more, or I don't even know if you could come up with new genres, but don't let me hold back your imagination. New genres that we need to have as well. Vito, I know you already kind of hinted at one when we were talking about 2K. What's some genres or some games that you kind of want to be a little more prominent next generation?
That's a hard one actually, because I just kind of go with the flow, whatever comes out. But I don't think like, oh man, if we have more of this game. I don't know. Come back to me on that one, because I definitely can't think of one. Right.
Exodia said, "Bring back stealth." I said, "Well, here's one. I know you were saying it earlier. Was less of the sim style sports games, but like you were saying like the NBA Street and stuff like that."
Oh yeah, for sure. Which NBA Street though?
It don't matter. Just like, oh yeah, I guess it do matter.
It
not the Homecoming. Is that what it was called? Homecoming,
no,
or
like from 1 and 2, it was kind of almost like the same game.
right?
From 3 and whatever Homecoming was, those were kind of close and similar to each other.
Yeah,
It was starting to kind of get a little more realistic, but not really. It was
Yeah.
off the wall. But
just I would say even just in general, like the
I mean, they
kind of the
tried with the jams there for a minute. I mean, they tried
Yeah.
there, but it's just
Yeah.
like it just don't bite. It don't.
yeah. That's why I think they need to push it more.
One thing that FIFA did, they had a FIFA Street that came out that was the predecessor to Ultra. You know what I'm saying? The game mode inside of FIFA now. It was a predecessor of that, but it was called FIFA Street, and it had Messi on the front of it, the cover, and it was like basically like you start off from the ground, like underground, like leagues or whatever like that.
Mhm.
And, like you see yourself, you know what I'm saying? Like you see your team all the way to these like underground championship type stuff. Like that was dope. You know what I'm saying? And I think if they do something like that for basketball, if they do something like that for football, you know what I mean? Like these underground leagues or whatever like that, or street leagues or something like that, whatever you want to call it. I think that would do pretty good. You know what I'm saying? But if they include it in the game, of like a 2K or something like that, they can definitely which I know you can say 2K kind of does that already with their stuff, but no, they if like Madden does it, or if they I don't know, if they had like some kind of MLB Street type stuff, you know what I'm saying? Or
I mean, they could. Nah, they were getting creative with the street stuff.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like they I was waiting on that, to be honest. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? They had the football, they had the basketball,
They had
soccer.
they had rugby too, did they not? There was like a rugby street joint, was there not?
That was NFL Street itself. Like
Oh.
that. I mean, that's the way I looked at it. Like that was like.
I mean, you could do
But-
NHL Street.
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
you know what I'm saying? Like I think about, when I think about stuff like that, I think about rocket power type stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like just,
Rocket power.
yo, they was good at every sport there was.
Right.
That
Right.
But yeah, no, if they add a street element to it, you know what I'm saying, or
Mhm.
whatever like that, I think that would. But from what you were saying, as far as like the NBA Street, like that whole almost unrealistic, you know what I'm saying, the way it, but it was still pretty
Mhm.
cool.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know why it's not catching, but that's not catching like that anymore. Like, the matter
Mhm.
of fact, that particular style, I
Mhm.
take that back. It's not catching, but they are starting to do that more in PvP form, and I believe there's a game coming out called Run or something like that. That's a
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
DLC. Yeah,
Yeah. I was gonna show the trailer, but I completely forgot about it. But yeah, no, that's I think it doesn't necessarily need the name in order to, boost the, you know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't need for NBA Street, to like show up for everybody, like jump on it. It just needs to
yeah,
get a little more FaceTime,
yeah,
I
yeah,
think.
for sure.
Um, Brand Smith said, I stand by my exclusive wrestling games comment. Let me also say it's been long overdue for the futuristic racers. It's been a grip since we had a futuristic racer.
Yeah,
The last one I played was Neo Fast Racing. And like that was at the beginning of the Switch's lifetime. You know what I'm saying? 7 years ago.
yeah.
Jay said, he actually said, it should be a Golden Axe style hack and slash. I think that'd be dope.
Mm-hmm.
Hack and slashes, period. Because I don't think there's too many besides like Dynasty Warriors. Like,
Yeah,
I don't really know
no.
too many out there that's like that. Age of the
I
Calamity.
think
Age of Calamity was.
the closest to that was like some kind of like game where the dude had like the guitar type or the gun like strapped to his back or something. It was weird. It was like a God of War type situation, but he had a
Mm-hmm.
big old giant humongous gun, and it was like Grave something. It was something Grave, but I think it's an anime too.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah, yeah.
that was
Gungrave.
yeah, Gungrave. There was another one, the Evil West.
Mm-hmm.
That was a hack and slash, if I'm not mistaken. But those didn't do good. Like, those are not really like prominent. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mm-hmm.
if they bring those back, I really feel like they can make some nice. I don't know how to explain it, because like God of War is definitely like that the trendsetter that actually kind of makes that hack and slash kind of feel a little more fluent.
Right, right.
And since they changed up their style, which
Co-
it's still considered hack and slash, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, the last really kind of over the top action game that we got, like even kind of in that to me, is really like Bayonetta. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah. I was gonna say Darksiders 3.
Darksiders 3. Yep.
But yeah,
Um,
Bayonetta as far as something a little more recent.
Brand Smith said, bring back Backbreaker. Any competition, no matter how bad it is, to Madden is always. Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah.
This is one I was really gonna say. Boxing games need to come back as well. Ready to Rumble, Fight Night. Yeah, like I don't.
Straight up Fight Night, because Fight Night left off on a dude. You left off with a bang, like that
Yeah,
whole little, what was that called? Fight Night.
Champion was Champion the last one. I think Champion was the last one.
Yeah, with that little storyline.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah, that joint was hard with the storyline. You had to like come from jail and build yourself back up, and
Yeah.
like, that was hard. But even the fighting mechanics on there was like,
Yeah,
still like top
I would
notch.
love to see where they at now with it.
Yeah.
And I feel like we were supposed to be getting a Fight Night
No,
game.
we're getting a undisputed.
Undisputed, that's what it was. Yeah. I'm like, I know somebody was talking about some sort of fighting game that we were supposed to, boxing game that we were supposed to be getting at some point.
Yeah.
But yeah, because I mean,
I want to fight as Terrence Crawford. You know what I'm saying? I want to fight as Tank. You know what I'm saying? I want to fight as, you know, like Ryan. I want to fight these new fighters.
yeah, these new fighters.
I want new mechanics, but at the same time, I'm looking at if EA keeps having this situation, we're gonna keep getting the same. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like it's not.
You're just gonna get an updated roster of the same old stuff. Yeah.
Pretty much.
And you,
but but they did a great job with Fight Night. They did keep changing it up. So I have to give them credit where it's due right there.
And you know what I kind of miss? What up, Triple M? Appreciate you coming through. We talking if you want to know and jump in the chat, man. We're talking about genres that need to come back in the 10th generation. Currently, we kind of talking about boxing. But what I was gonna say is something I really didn't know, and EA really, really, really technically started this whole thing. Is that if you look at so Knockout Kings really kind of changed up as it was growing. It wasn't until Fight Night came around. If you look at the first Fight Night, the second one, the third one, and Champions, because it's 3, right? Or no, it's 4 of them.
4. It's 4.
Before you get to Champions.
Yeah, because you had that one with Mike Tyson and Muhammad Ali.
Yeah, that's 4, right? Okay, so if you go between all of them, all of the venues, and it's not to say that they needed to change, but you can tell they copied and pasted all of the venues all the way up and through all the way up to Champion. Like saying people
Champion, they did kind of change it just a little bit because they started going into like the training gyms. Like they started kind of like in the amateur joints, you know what I'm saying? So they started kind of like there was like a couple of them that were added on it that weren't, you know what I'm saying, on the joint.
Right.
They was definitely copying and pasting the venues, even though venues do change the way they look.
Right.
Every time
Right. That's what I mean, they didn't have to change every time, and I know we're dealing with the 8th generation and stuff like that, but it was just kind of you knew that was the exact same one from like 3, like
the MGM.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? The flags were still sitting the same, you know what I'm saying? Drapes all stuff. You like, nah.
And you know what's crazy? I think, you know, even with the UFC joint, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I can't tell the difference in the venues, like at all. Like, if besides like, you know, you doing like the street joint, but even with that, can't tell the difference in the venue.
Right.
Saying copy and paste, you'd be like, dang, cuz, like, can you go to these places for real and take pictures of this stuff like everybody else does, and then kind of reconstruct
it, yeah. Change it up every now and then. You can even put it on a 3, like
they could be your own, like have it at the Barclays. You know what I'm saying? Have it at the Barclays, but then like make it look way different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So yeah. So I would say boxers. I would say boxing joints. On rail shooters. I know they're like shmups. They're basically dead at this point. There's not really too many of them. Not too many on rail shooters that are around or that are prominent. Hold on, give me 2 seconds.
Yeah. 1, 2.
Okay. He said shmups need to go. No, but on rail shooters, I think they really need to come back. Because I miss this. This is what I miss. I don't even need to be open world or open galaxy or anything like that. I really do miss Star Fox games. One on rail shooter that I think was the dopest of all time that I would love to get back is Time Crisis. You don't know how many times that we have went into it wasn't at Chuck E. Cheese because no, it was at Chuck E. Cheese. You remember Papa Pete's? Is it Papa Pete's Pizza that was over the right behind Lee's? Remember there was the pizza joint? No, Peter Piper. Yeah.
Peter Piper. I remember I had my birthday party there.
Yeah, they had the Time Crisis there.
I had a Chicago Bull watch at the end of that birthday party. That was gangster. I was killing all y'all at the basketball joint. Like I was tearing y'all up. I remember that.
Yeah, that's
Peter
Piper. Yeah, they need to bring back Time Crisis with the guns.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you dunk it. Yeah. Like that was our game, man. All the cousins. That's our game right there. You can't tell us nothing.
No.
I'm out. I'm out. You got him? You got him? Yeah, acting like bad boys in here. You know what I'm saying? On three, you know.
Drop the clip. There you ain't dropping nothing. The cord. I'm back in. Reload.
I need a quarter. Drop me a. I'm back in. I'm back in.
That was the reload right there. Give me a quarter.
Continue.
5, 4, 3.
Man, and on the boss too. Get him.
I put the quarter in. It ain't my quarter. I put the quarter. Oh snap!
Dang, we're gonna have to start all over. I'm still alive, so
You over? You out? You done? Okay, I got you. No, I'm not done. No, it ain't my quarter. It ain't my quarter.
Oh man. It still says Peter Piper. Wow. I haven't even been in there. I know it's a buffet. I know it's a Chinese buffet. That's crazy. It still got Peter Piper in the brick.
It does?
That's crazy.
It still say Peter Piper?
On the inside.
Oh, on the inside. Okay.
Yeah. Oh no, he said on the side of the building. I'm gonna have to drive by there.
Yeah, because I could have sworn it didn't say that.
That's crazy.
You know that little cake spot?
Yeah.
Little cake joint when you go, like, you got the workout place, and then you got the little cake
Powerhouse, and then a cake joint next to it.
Yeah. Like I was looking at Peter Piper, I was like, yeah, no, it ain't the same, man. Everything changed. And
yeah. I wish they would bring that back, but they ain't bringing back no classic arcades like that. Brad Smith said, I miss Star Fox games as well. I don't know what genre Time Splitters falls under, but bring that back as well. I think that's a shooter as well, but I can't remember. He said outside, go to Ruber stand and look at. Oh, okay. Oh, like right on the side of the building. Okay. Yeah, I gotta drive past there tomorrow morning. So.
Oh, on the side?
Yeah.
Like on the street?
On the brick. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to check that. I felt like there was another one that I felt like really needed to come back. Dang. Because it kind of spurred the whole conversation. Like, we got beat 'em ups are starting to come back. You know, we got Streets of Rage 4, which, you know, Shadow will live and die by. Being one of the greatest games of all time. He can't put it down. But I feel like there was another game that kind of just a genre that kind of extreme sports,
Sam,
period. Oh, yes. Thank you, man. Really appreciate you coming through. Have a great night, sir. Thank you so much. Extreme sports. I feel like extreme sports really need to come back. I know we're getting Skate 4. I know that's coming at some point, but like I need all of that. The BMX and the rollerblade and stuff like that. They don't do that at all. You know what I'm saying? Not even and you know how, like, if something isn't big for like a big developer, like a smaller indie developer will come out with like they own like cartoony version, you know what I'm saying? Like, we don't even have that.
Nope.
So it's crazy. And you know what spurred that? Watching the Olympics, watching the gold medalist stuff. I was like, man, this brings back memories of I just want to play the game. Like, no, we don't really have that. So yeah, I think that's when that
they need to bring back the Sonic and Mario
Olympics joint.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they didn't make one for Paris.
Yeah, ain't no telling what happened.
Because I feel like that's because those games actually sell. So, um,
Well, they
um,
didn't make a video game at all for Paris.
mhm. That's why I'm
I ain't
surprised.
see
Like
nothing. Like not
usually
even
they'll even have just like a regular,
like a
Olympics
regular joke.
Olympics in Paris type of deal.
Yeah.
We're at the Olympic Committee canceled the game, and they went with NFL. Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could definitely see that.
You know what I really want them to do though? Like if they were to sit up here and start like I want them to come out with like at least like in the whatever rightful sport, right?
Hmm.
Whatever game or whatever. Like say this say you got like NBA Live or something like that or 2K or something like that. And they have it where it's like uh they have like do they have the FIBA teams on 2K? I believe they do.
I think they do.
Like the different countries and stuff.
Yeah,
But definitely like have it where like it's Olympic time or it's the year of the Olympics and this and the third. Then they
oh,
have
so
it
you got
where
to play for the
yeah,
Olympics.
you play the Olympics and stuff. Yeah. Like
Yeah, I don't think they
that
ever did that. I don't even think they ever did that, even during the times where they had the Olympics and the Olympic teams.
Mhm.
Like but I do like. I feel like one of the 2Ks, and correct me if I'm wrong. I feel like one of them at the starting of the game. You know how like you first turn on the game, first time, period. It started you off where it was like not necessarily like the Olympics. Like, you know how like they'll just start you in a basketball game and you just playing from right there and you ain't even pick the team. You know what I'm saying? They just you in the game. It wasn't like that, but like it was in like a play now type of situation, and they just showed the two like Olympic, like America versus blah blah blah, and you could just select from there. Yeah, but then like after that point, then it was just like back to the regular
It might have
teams.
been alive though, to be honest. Because I don't think 2K ever like they've done that where they jump you into the game and it's whatever their scenario, whatever the theme is.
Yeah.
But I don't ever think they had it where I think that was live.
Yeah, more of an EA thing.
Like live, I could have sworn they had it where they were showing like FIBA.
Yeah, because I almost want to. Now that I think about it, it may not even been basketball. I actually think it was football. It was actually soccer, and it might have been the one where Ronaldinho.
The World Cup, was it the World Cup? Probably.
Yeah,
the World Cup joint.
Yeah, and you were just like in the game, but I think it was more so around him and being in that than it was about that. You know what I mean?
I know I feel like it was Mbappe that I was, or Messi. It was either Mbappe or Messi. It was like a recent one in like the 20s. And you start the game off and they kind of put you into like you playing for PSG or something like that. And yo, that was 22. Yeah, that was 22. With Mbappe on the front.
Mm-hmm.
They start you off. They start you off playing with PSG and stuff. So, yeah, I mean, I can see them do it, but yeah, no, having like the world, like if they did that little like start you off in the Olympics.
Yeah, that would be dope. That would be crazy. Like, can you imagine? Can you imagine doing like a
set you to it? Yeah.
Yeah, like it'd be crazy if you started off like. I know people don't like button mashers or whatever, but I think it would be crazy if you started off and like the game like lows and then it just brings you right in and like next thing you know you on the starting block for like the 4x100 and you got like ready and you like yo wait what's going on set you're like and you like oh snap you know what I'm saying like you got a handoff and everything yeah.
R2.
You don't no longer actually tap the button. You be smacking your hand. You know?
No, at that point, I put the controller down, and I have a little more leverage. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get the leverage game with that.
Get to the point where it's like where you got like two fingers on.
You gotta do the face. You gotta do the.
Yeah, it be hurting. Oh.
Almost there. Come on. How long is this? Yo, I was doing that today on Starfield. I was up there like I think I had just got into the Rangers, the Freestar
Mhm.
Rangers, and they did like some kind of mission where you had to go like this is like when you about to get the ship, like when you
Yeah.
about to solve the whole thing, right? So you going to confront the first or whatever they call, and you end up right in front of the planet where you're supposed to like land and
Mhm.
confront the dude. But before you get there, you got some dudes outside, you know, waiting on you. There's two of them at first. So you know, like you hit them, right? But then you're like, okay, they shields ain't really going down like that. Like, come on, come on, bruh. Then your little ammo run out. You gotta wait till it recharge. Then they sitting up here hitting you with like locked on missiles and stuff. So you're like, come on. I know I hit you like 4 or 5 times already. I hit you with my missiles. Like, what stop, bro? Like, come on. So then once you finally blow them up, 2 more come. Yeah, we about to get you now. Like,
Bruh.
am I done yet? Am I done yet? Like, come on, am I done? Come on. I promise you, about the back trigger is gone. Like, it's dead. like, so yeah. That's one of those, like, if they had the Olympic Games, same thing.
Yeah. I think that'd be dope. I want you know. Okay, so I think earlier who says stealth?
I think that was
Exodia. So Exodia said bring back stealth games. I'm gonna add on top of that. James Bond games. Bring back some Bond games. I don't need it again. Since we talked about open world, I don't need it to be open world. I just need some James Bond games to come back.
Bring back Hitman, but in a different way.
Mm.
Let it be another agent. I mean, I love that, my bald head agent or whatever like that. But
Yeah.
let it be a different agent. I would like to see a different style of silent assassin.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like I would definitely that's one of those games where, like, okay, you cool, you know what I'm saying, with your little hitman and he doing what he do, but I'm like, okay, he's been trying to retire since like the first one. Like
Right.
All about,
at this point, he should be John Wick.
Yeah, pretty much. Like that's pretty much what he was. Like in the second one, like he was retired. He was at the church. He was working for the church, and then they was like, "Yeah, we got this shit for you to get some dudes in Russia." Da, da, da.
Right.
So then he was like, "No, I'm not finna do that. Nah, I'm cool. I'm cool on that." Then they came to come see him, tore up the church, kill somebody. He's like, "All right, yep. Well, dusting off the old 45. Let me go ahead and get that my AR. Let me get all my stuff together." Yeah. Nah, they need to go ahead and do like Assassin's Creed. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
As far as like different assassants. You know what I'm saying? That stealth. You know what I'm saying? Because I definitely love like with the little strangling thing, the little wire or something. You come and then you drag the person off or whatever. Man, I love that. I love the original ones. The newer ones I have not played, but I don't feel it seemed as if it probably wouldn't have given me the same feeling as, you know what I'm saying, the original joints. Especially with that third one, Blood Money.
Blood Money, yeah.
Blood Money was crazy, man.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I feel like there's plenty. Here's another one. Since we talking about games, the street games. And I ain't talking about NBA or none of that. the streets of LA, the streets of New York, I feel like they need to bring those joints back too.
Mm-hmm.
Because we
What was the last
play
one?
New York.
No. They had a. Because did it start off in LA or did
Yeah.
it start off in New York?
They started off in LA.
Start off in LA. They had Snoop on that joint playing as a cop. New York was that. I like the New York one. That joint was hard.
That is definitely not it. I put Streets of and it came New Capenna, but that's a Magic the Gathering thing. I'm like, nah, that's not right. That ain't right at all.
They had like 3 of them.
True Crime is the series. I don't know why.
True crime. Yeah, with the Max Payne slow mo.
Yeah. Let me see here. Streets of LA, Streets of New York. You're right. Streets of Hong Kong was the last one.
Okay. And that actually is Sleepy Dog, right?
Let me see here. Yep. Ultimately, the game was renamed Sleeping Dogs.
Okay.
And released in 2012.
Gotcha.
And in 2014, Activision abandoned the True Crime trademark completely. So then I guess if they come back with,
I don't think that'll work, bro. Because like you think about it, like even playing that game, nobody want to play a cop. Like
that's what I was trying to get at, like playing a cop, but like playing a dope cop like LA or like New York.
No, the dopest actually was Sleepy Dog, because like you literally was in that underground world, like you was really part of them.
Yeah. And he said, Jay said, I miss them adding bullet time. Death to Rights was dope. Max Payne was dope too. Bulletstorm, yeah. That bullet time, they finally got it because everything had bullet time after a while. You know what I'm saying? After the Matrix really kind of did that, like everybody wanted to put some sort of bullet time in their stuff.
Enter the Matrix. With that slow mo or that bullet time, whatever you want to call it, focus time or whatever. That was classic.
You know what's so funny? Do I have it over here? I do. I was the biggest advocate for this game. Advocate for the Path of Neo. Yeah. During the PlayStation 2 time, like this game was fire. You could not tell me nothing. I went back and played this game, and I'm like,
it was spooky.
I can see why people gripe about this. Why is this game in here?
Real talk. Like Enter the Matrix with Jada and Ghost.
Yeah, Ghost.
You played. Dude, I honestly believe, like, I don't. Correct me if I'm wrong. That might have been the only game of its time that actually did that, where you played as, you know what I'm saying, both characters, a female, male, or whatever. Switch, like how they were switching.
Yeah,
switching, like you'll go to Ghost and then you'll be Jada, then you'll be Ghost, and you know what I'm saying, like. No. You can choose which one you wanted to be.
You choose yeah.
Which path you wanted to take.
Yep. Yeah, that game was fire.
And it was canon. It was canon. That's the dope.
That was it was the in between 1 and 2. Yep. You like, dang.
No, 2 and 3.
2 and 3. Yeah. You're like, dang, that's crazy. How they set this all up. And I think because that game actually did so well, that's when they made the Path of Neo. And I think we was complaining about it too. Like, oh man, like, because you could fight, but you could never beat the agents. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not allowed to beat the agents.
Yeah.
And you're like, man, like, they need to come out with a Neo game. You know what I'm saying? Because I really want to beat the agents. And then they finally
shoot at the agents. They're like, dang, bro. like, stay still.
Yeah, right. That's the whole time. They be chasing you.
But you can hit them though. They'll definitely take a hit. Like you do that little karate and stuff. Cause like you hit them, but then after a while they'll.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Every single time they be like. You're like, yeah. all right, I got enough health. They'd be like, like, man, just die. Dang, man. Yeah, so yeah, but to be honest with you, after seeing the Unreal, the whole Unreal thing, I wouldn't mind being around in that city and playing Neo and trying that again, because I think that would be a whole lot of fun, especially with modern, more modern controls and technology and stuff like that.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
that would be really dope.
Definitely.
I think outside of that, I think that's all I got. Besides, Pokken tournament, but that's a fighter.
Yeah, nah. I would. You know what's crazy? Didn't I say
Mhm.
I want a Pokemon Dynasty Warrior?
Yeah, Pokemon Dynasty Warriors. Yep.
Yo, that will be crazy.
You know what I do want to come back to? This is something that they don't really show off as much either. This right here. And I'm not talking about this specifically, but I'm talking about
World.
video games. I'm talking about video games where you can just sit around and make beats and have your
Yeah,
own
yeah, true.
and
Cause
have your
I think
own little.
did I had one.
Yeah, you had the MTV joint, right? Was it MTV?
No, matter of fact, I think mine was more of a dang, what did I have?
Because I know it had like the remix, like you could remix the Snoop Dogg and
Yeah.
all that joint on there. Yeah,
Yeah. So it may have been, I don't know. But yeah, you can do that might have been an MTV joint.
yeah, I was turning around like I've gone back to this game like a few times, and I outclassed this thing now, but like there's quite a few times where I just want to listen to my old joints, and it's just dope that like you could just make your own beats. Like for a person who doesn't have a computer or any, like this is a great way to start off and get your creativity going, is to make stuff like that. And I think that would be nice. Now I know they did have something for the Switch where you could do that too. I think it's called mini. I think I sent it to you a long time ago.
Yeah. Matter of fact, Jack, it was when Jack was on here.
Yeah. And I don't think it really got any kind of traction like that. And I don't think it was like really that impressive. But like those aren't meant for people who are like deep into music. You know what I'm saying? Not at the level that we at, but just people who want to like test that field, who want to kind of get that feeling of making music and like see how they feel about actually like working on some stuff. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I think we definitely need stuff like that, more stuff like that. Um, Other than that, I think that's about it, man. I think that's all I got. I will say another game that we need less of, and I know everybody's like, well, we just about to get 6, and it's been like over 10 years. Is Grand Theft Auto. I'm like, it's not necessarily the game. It's not the story. The story, I don't mind
It's the
them.
playing style. Like it's so
Yeah.
like especially now what they did with the online and the
Yes.
mods and
Yes.
people turning
Especially
into
the online.
Chirac and all that. Like, dog, y'all done made this look crazy as heck.
Yeah. That I think that's the part. The online culture of it is what makes me, because honestly, I feel like they could step you no, I will even say the whole thing. I'll say even like the story and all that. And the only reason why I say that is because Vito has been around as long as I have, and there really should be 3 games that Rockstar really should be flipping around and making: Grand Theft Auto, Red Dead Redemption,
Mm-hmm.
and Bully. Like those 3 should be in a cycle. You know what I'm saying? And we haven't gotten a Bully game since the first Bully game. And
You know, it
like,
need to be in a cycle though too. Actually, you know, it's crazy if they were to take a movie
mm-hmm,
and keep it going, and the people that made the movie, they didn't make no 1 or 2 or something like that, but the video game keeps it going. I'm
yeah.
talking about the Warriors. Say that they sit up here
Oh, the Warriors, yeah.
it took the Warriors and
Mm-hmm,
just made a franchise out of that and just keep expanding on that. You know what I'm saying? With the little
mm-hmm.
gangs and cliques and all this other stuff. How that was the fighting mechanics on there was probably like the precursor to Bully's fighting mechanics.
Mm-hmm.
You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? But even with that, it had a lot more moves in it. But like those, like, yeah, no, I like that. I like the Warriors. That was that was a challenge too. That
Yeah,
was a
yeah.
challenge.
I'd even add LA Noir to that because I feel like the last one we got was 2, right?
Did it have two? I thought it only had one.
No, it was not because I jumped in on 2.
Oh,
Like
two. Okay, okay.
you played 1, and I think you hyped it, and I was like, all right, I'll just go ahead and get 2.
Yeah.
But I feel like even that story at the end of that story, it was like okay, y'all can do more with this. Like y'all can really go somewhere on some Godfather level type stuff with this, and
Mhm.
that was it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's where it kind of ended at. So I feel like they can definitely keep going with that. What was that other game where you were the dude, where you were the black guy from?
Mafia.
Was that Mafia?
Mafia 3.
Yeah,
Wait,
3.
you said
Yeah,
yeah,
you're right.
because you had like one that was like they came out with their whole little remix, which that definitive version of Mafia, like the first one. Oh
Mm-hmm.
my gosh,
Mm-hmm.
that joint was crazy. I like that. I like the way they remade that.
Right. Yeah,
But
that game was.
two. That's basically when I start calling myself Vito.
I feel like I want to say.
The dude name was Vito that you played as.
I feel like I want to. Yeah, that's right. I feel like I want to say Mafia 2 was probably my favorite one. 3 was all right.
He ain't the reason why I was calling myself Vito, but I just started using Vito around that time.
Right. Yeah, I feel like Mafia 2 was my favorite.
Yeah, Mafia 2 probably was especially like what they added into that type of stuff. So that's a prime example of taking a formula of something and then making your own and adding elements in there. You know what I'm saying? To make it different, to make it, something new. You know what I'm saying? Or something like that this game doesn't have. So you go play this game, you're not gonna get this like mechanic of this or that and stuff like
Right.
that. So it kind of gives you like a precursor to other stuff they could be adding in that game, which Rockstar probably won't do because they're like, look, we originators, we don't got to. Y'all need to sell y'all game, so I'm gonna let y'all do what y'all need to do.
Right.
But definitely, Mafia, they did a good job on making that Grand Theft Auto formula their own stuff, and
Yeah,
then,
their own
you know
style.
what I'm saying? Yeah. And then Saints Row to a degree.
Yeah.
And even 3, I didn't care for 3 like I did 2, but
3
3
was
definitely
great.
3 was straight, but 2 was the one where it just you can do and be anybody and anything. You know what I'm saying? So I really enjoyed the fact that they took that to a whole nother level. And then the first one, by itself, the storyline with it,
Right.
that was insane. Like
Right.
that even though it was goofy and all this other stuff, like once you actually look at that storyline, like that
It was
real.
it was serious in a funny way.
Yeah.
Like it.
Like that can really pass on as a movie if it's not
Mm-hmm.
already a movie and we're not thinking of it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then
Yeah.
like when you come back as on 2, even though that's supposed to be a lot more for it, like it started getting more funnier. You know what I'm saying? More goofier, more funnier. But it worked for 2. For 3, it seemed like okay, they kind of was going that way with the big time funny stuff, but they still kept it serious because Johnny Gat died. You know what I'm saying? Like you had all these elements into it that was like, oh yeah, I like this. I like this. You know what I'm saying? But then they kind of just totally lost you in 4. Like that was crazy. I mean,
4, and then they kept going from there. It was like, no, we can make it even crazy.
No, they did 4, and then they did Get Out of Hell with that. That was part of 4, and then they did at yeah, some joint, some kind of Saints Row agent thing that was like supposed to be almost like what's that game that Terry Crews is on? Um, something
Oh,
Brave.
you talking about the Xbox joint?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, it's
Crackdown,
Crackdown.
Crackdown. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It was kind of like Crackdown or whatever, and then they want to do the remake, and that totally flopped. That didn't work because they was trying to
Yeah.
be politically correct with it and all this other stuff.
Yeah.
So it's like, hey man, y'all just before y'all put it into it, y'all went to outer space. Y'all was the
hmm
president of the United States.
Which is wild to me.
Like y'all did a whole bunch of stuff on that one, man. Like y'all ended it. That's cool. You know what I'm
And
saying?
it,
You ended on top of the world.
you know, it's so crazy too because that city never like changed. You know what I'm saying? Like it changed as far as like
So
stuff in
so
there.
so like it was like the first one was Stillwater, right? Oh, no.
Yeah.
It was still something.
It was Stillwater, and then it became Stillport, right?
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
was it
Stillwater then
Stillport?
Stillport. No,
Yeah.
no, it's Stillwater. It was Stillwater then Stillport. And the reason why me and Sandstorm liked it because it was actually a Midwest. You know what I'm saying? It was supposed to be a difference
Yeah.
between like the Midwest. Like Stillport was supposed to be like in Chicago, and then
Yeah.
like Stillwater was like Michigan.
Yeah. It had like the Detroit pieces to it.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. So yeah. I wish some of those games would come back, but all right, ladies and gentlemen, I think we got to the point. We are just shy of 2 hours, which is crazy because I feel like on a Vitaverse we almost had 3 hours.
Yeah, we
No,
hit
no.
3 hours last time. That was crazy. I was looking at the time. I was like, okay.
So we're gonna get out of here. Thank you guys, everyone, for coming through. Before we get up out of here, Vito, what you got for us?
Shout out to Team USA for winning that gold out here. Steph Curry putting them flurries on them. You know what I mean? Shout out to LeBron James out there showing that age doesn't matter. You know what I mean? He's out here still doing what he do. But besides all that, like I was saying earlier, guys, please, if you haven't already, go over to the Vitoverse, subscribe there. We're there every Friday. Well, I'm there every Friday. Sandstorm is there every other Friday with our live shows with our other co-host Nautical Yui. Stay tuned for his stuff. We're going to be making a channel over on his stuff called Unami, and we're going to have like a special announcement as far as like what we're calling this thing right here. So definitely stay tuned for all of that. Like I was saying on my video yesterday, stay tuned for the Vito variants on Thursdays. Those are going to be my reaction channel, like my reaction videos. So I'm just going to be reacting to random stuff. If you know me, you know I love ghost stories and creepy videos and conspiracy theories. So we're going to be kind of combing through YouTube and doing some of those. So if you're interested in that, definitely stay tuned on those Thursdays. I'm changing it from my video game talk to reactions because I just love reacting. So definitely show some support over there, guys. You know, hit that like button, and then over here, you know, same thing, hit the like button. I'm here every Saturday with Sandstorm on the Stormcast. Shout out to our associates, the Winging It Podcast. I do stuff with Jay from Winging It Podcast periodically. I'm trying to do some stuff with Jack. So definitely, if you haven't already, check them out. We're over there. If y'all new, y'all don't know who they are, check out Winging It Podcast. But for those that, you know, are OGs that's in here every week, y'all know what's cracking. Y'all know what's cracking.
So you can follow us here every Saturday at 9 o'clock if you are new to the channel. And then let me backtrack because I just skipped over the whole thing. You can find us every other Friday here every other Friday. Actually, just so I can jump ahead and get ahead of time, I will not be here the following Friday. The deacons, all my other deacon brothers, are all going to Cedar Point Friday night, so I will not be here. So I had to say that ahead of time as an asterisk. But Every other Friday, we will be on the Vitoverse at 9 o'clock. Make sure you come over where we talk about entertainment and just everything that's going on in the news as far as that kind of stuff, related to that kind of stuff. We kind of tiptoe on some video game stuff, but not necessarily talking about video games, but mostly about entertainment and music. So if you heard something or got something that you want to talk about, make sure you bring it over there so we can talk about it as well. And then here we talk
Twitter too.
Yes, and here
on
Twitter, and if you have Instagram, make sure you get with them on Instagram as well. Here every Saturday at 9 o'clock, we talk about video games, animation, and all that other stuff. Not as much animation, but mostly about the video game stuff, which is what Noto, as he has said, Noto's part is going to be. Is a little more into the animation piece, so stay tuned for that, as well as our bigger announcement, which Vito was alluding to. I can't talk more about it until we get all the pieces connected. Sunday is the Winging It podcast at 7 o'clock. I'm there at 7:30. At 7 o'clock. Make sure you show up for that as well. Cannot give you the topic as usual, but I'm going to tell you it's going to be a great topic. And I will say it's a part 2 of something, so make sure you show up for that. Monday is the Juice is Loose podcast, which I will be on for that. If they decide to have something, I don't know if they're going to have a topic or not, but if they do, make sure you show up for that at 7 o'clock as well. I will be on for that as well. And make sure you follow all of our affiliates. I would throw all their names down. I do need to start copying and pasting it and putting it in our description so you can just add everybody. But yes, make sure you follow all of our affiliates. With that being said, thank you so much for coming through. Thank you, Dark Void. Thank you, Jay Biggs. Thank you, Brand Smith. Appreciate all of my moderators for showing up and holding us down every single week. We love it. We absolutely love it. Thank you, Triple M, for coming through. Really appreciate that. Exodia, thank you for holding us down. Sam O, as our newest person to come through. Thank you, sir. I really appreciate you. I will see you on Monday, maybe, if I'm there Monday. If you're there Monday. If we're there Monday. I will see you on Monday. Thank you to RJ. Appreciate you. You threw in some words earlier. Thank you for the Twitter side. I really appreciate that. What's good 2024? Thank you for saying something. Really appreciate you coming through as well. Make sure you hit that subscribe button on your way out. And everybody else, before you leave, make sure you hit the thumbs up button. It really helps us to get to that 500, which we are on a road to 500. So if you haven't told a friend, go ahead and tell that friend right now. And tell that friend and tell that friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. So we can get to that 500 so we can move up to the next tier. All right. We will see you guys later. Thank you so much. Peace.